Hello everyone, and this is the another video lecture on chapter evolution. And in the last video lecture, we studied about evolution of life forms. We studied about Urey Miller's experiment, which is very important in this chapter, and different types of theories we studied. And lastly, we studied about the origin of life form or evolution of life forms on the earth that we studied. In that, the theory, the special creation theory, and then their suggestions that we discussed, and along with that, some two scientists we studied. One is Charles Darwin and Alfred Wallace. Okay, they mainly disproved the theory of special creation uh, by their new challenges. Okay, they mainly went for the sea voyage with the in HMS Beagle, and they concluded some important aspect about natural selection and everything. Okay, how the individuals vary among themselves, and then extinctions of the other so many species and origin of new species. And then life, the earth is not only 4,000 years old, it is a billions of years old, that mainly given by Charles Darwin. And along with that, the same another scientist, that is Alfred Wallace, he is also given the same statements, and they disproved the theory of special creation. Okay, these all things we studied in the last class. Okay, please go through NCRT, because somewhat it is the sentence and everything somewhat complicated. Okay, if you read repeated times, you will came to know about the concept. Okay, this is about the concept regarding the last class. And moving to the next aspect, that is, in this lecture we will study about, this is the HMS Beagle ship, and natural selection, what the Darwin given, and this natural selection will study detail in the upcoming video lectures. Okay, and here, next here, somewhat about the geological history of earth, that also we have to know, because uh, some evidences are going to be given for the evolution. Okay, evidences for evolution that we will study, in that the geological history of earth is very important. Okay, already we know that Earth is not only originated for 1,000 years back; it is originated billions of years back. And this geological time scale is divided into three main types. One is eras, periods, and epochs. Okay, eras is divided into periods, and periods are divided into epochs. Okay, in particular time, the particular species are present. Okay, and here, sedimentation sedimentation if you take the cross section of the earth, you will get the sedimentations or layers. Okay, soil layers or rock layers we are going to find. Rocks are going to be form the sediments, soils are also going to form the sediments. Sedimentation means the formation of layers on the earth during the formation of the particular rocks and then soils, they together they form a sediment, or that process we call it as a sedimentation. Okay, here what they given, if you take the cross section of the earth, indicates arrangement of sediment over one another during the long history of earth. If you take the cross section of the earth, you will find different layers. Okay, those layers are mainly formed by with the help of rocks and soils, and those layers we call it as a sediments. Okay, long history of earth, these all sediments are formed. And here next, uh, different sediments contain different life forms. For example, in some layer, or in some sediment layer, there is the presence of so many reptiles. Those are extinct. Okay, those are, for example, you can take dinosaurs and everything. Those are extinct, and they are present a particular, or they are present in different sediments, or different ages. For example, you can take the reptiles, dinosaurs. They are present in a particular sediment layer. Okay, it means they are present in a particular time on the earth. That is main thing. And here, they given which probably died during the formation of particular sediment. Okay, at the time of formation of the sediment, so many species are died. For example, dinosaurs are died, and the sediment is formed on those dinosaurs. And the hard parts, whatever they have, for example, uh, bones, they are going to be settled at that particular sediment. Okay, that is the thing. And here certain organisms got extinct during these phases. For example, you can take dinosaurs. So many organisms they died during this phases. Okay, for example, in particular sediment, there is a death of dinosaurs. Okay, uh, if you take the sediments, okay, you can find a different life forms they died in particular time. Okay, and these found in upper layer resembles the modern organisms, and if you move to the deeper layers you will find the simpler and older forms. Okay, if you move to the deeper regions you will find old organisms or older species. And if you move to the if you find the uh, evidences in the upper layer, okay, it means those organisms are modern. Because the the earth year by year there is a deposition of soil, there is a deposition of rocks. Okay, sediment layer is not a single layer, it is a huge, it is a very big one. Okay, single layer is very big one. If you move deeper into the earth you will find different sedimentary layers. And if you're finding such things in the sediments, we can say that at a particular time the life is that particular species life is present. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, this is the given about the sediments, how the rocks and earths are going to form the layers, and those layers we call it as the sediments. And in those sediments we'll find different life forms, those are already extinct. Okay, one they given the example, that is dinosaurs. That is dinosaurs. Okay, and students, we already studied about the things about the earth is originated in this time, and then so many times so many species are extinct and so many new species are arised. Okay, for all these things we need scientific proof. Okay, and scientific evidences we need. For that evidences, for the evolution, we have fossils. We have fossils. So different types of evidences are there. Okay, those are the evidences for evolution. First one you can take here, paleontological evidences. Those are nothing but fossil evidences. We can find embryological evidences. Okay, we can find comparative anatomy and morphology. Those are also evidences. And then molecular homology and biogeography. These are all the evidences for evolution. These are all the evidences for the evolution we can take. One is paleontology, embryology, comparative anatomy and morphology, and along with that, molecular homology and biogeography. These are all the evidences for evolution. Okay, and these we will study one by one. The first one here, that is paleontological evidences, or these are fossil evidences. These are nothing but fossil evidences. For your board exam, it is very important. For your board exam, it is very important. Write a note on paleontological evidences for evolution. They can ask the question. Write a note on paleontological evidences for evolution, or fossil evidences for evolution. Okay, for that purpose you have to remember these things. The first year, paleontology is nothing but the study of fossils. Paleontology is nothing but the study of fossils. We call it as a paleontology. Okay, what it is going to be say, what it is going to be say here, the first point is the study of fossils found in the rocks support organic evolution. Okay, these are usually found in the rocks. These are all fossils are found in the rocks or sediments, in a particular sediments. How the sediments are formed? With the help of rocks and soil. Okay, in that particular rocks there is a presence of hard part of the organisms. Those are nothing but fossils. For example, you can take bones can survive for a longer time. Okay, bones can survive for a longer time. Those are the hard parts in our body, and those hard parts, they are going to be stored in the rocks. They are going to be settled in the rocks, and those we call it as a fossils. Okay, those we call it as a fossils. And scientists, how they are going to be identify based on the carbon dating. Okay, so many carbon dating and everything, they are going to be identify the age of that particular fossil. Okay, how longer it is survived, how older it, how much older it is. Okay, they are going to be identify the age of that particular species or that particular fossil. Okay, here the study of fossils from different sedimentary layers indicates what they indicates. We are studying about the fossils, they are present in particular layer, they are present in this sediment, and what they are going to be indicate. Okay, that what they are going to be indicate. Here the first one, that is uh, the geological time period in which the organisms existed. At what geological time period the organisms are existed. Okay, what geological time scale the organisms are existed. For example, I will explain here. Listen. For example, if you take the cross section of the earth, this is the cross section of the earth. Okay, and we are here. We are here right now. Okay, we are here right now. This is the cross section of the earth. If you take, for example, from here to here, it is around 4,000 or 5,000 meters. Okay, you can take. And if you goes on digging, this is the one sediment, this is the another sediment, this is the another sediment, this is the another sediment, like that. For 100 for 50 feet one segment, for 100 feet another segment, like that. If you goes on digging the earth up to here, we will find different sedimentary layers. We find different sedimentary layers, and some of the species, the fossil evidences we find here. Okay, it means it is showing some lifespan. For example, some of them found here, it means it is a modern one, it is a old one. If you find here, it means it is older than this one, because during the formation of this sediment there is a life, there is a particular life, and because of the formation of these all sediments, they are all closed, they are all buried in the earth. Okay, they are all buried in the earth. Okay, you can somewhat you can find here some species we can find here. For example, we find dinosaurs here. Okay, we'll count the 200 feet, 500 feet, like that. We can go through this 1,000 feet, and then if we find the dinosaur species in around 2,000 feet deeper in the earth, it means it is older one. Okay, by collecting the fossils of these, okay, and then by doing the carbon dating, we can find the age of this particular fossil, how long it is survived, and how older it is. Okay, how older it is and how long it is survived, that we are going to be identify with the help of fossils by doing the carbon dating. Okay, this is the thing, this is exactly what the slide is going to be explained, or the point is going to be explained. The uh, zoological time period in which organisms existed. In the next year, the life form varied over time. Certain life forms are restricted to certain geological lifespan. Okay, over and over time there is a formation of new species, and here certain life forms are restricted to certain zoological lifespan. Okay, whatever the zoological lifespan is there, certain species are present in that. For example, for lifespan for a sediment. Okay, and that indicates the particular lifespan present on the earth at that time. Okay, that we are going to be identify here. And the next year, new life forms have formed or have appeared at a different time in the history of earth. New forms of life that have appeared. Okay, different lifespans or new lifespans have appeared in a history of earth. You can take after the formation of one sediment, another life is originated on that particular time. Again there is a formation of sediment, again there is a another new life. It means the new forms or new life forms have appeared at a particular or at a different times in history of earth, according to different times. Okay, for example, 1,000 years back one type of species are present, and 2,000 years back there is a different types of species. Okay, like that, there is a formation of different species or at different times of earth, history of earth. Okay, these are the fossil evidences. These you can take the fossil evidences, and these are the points regarding the fossil evidences. Okay, please remember all these. Okay, important. Okay, what we discussed still now? The evidences for the evolution. One is paleontological evidences. Here the points what they are going to be tell, that is geological time period in which the organisms existed. The life forms varied over time. Certain life forms are restricted to certain geological lifespan. The new forms of life that have appeared at different times in the history of Earth. Okay, these are the points regarding paleontological evidences. And here, moving to the next slide, here you can I will show here the fossils. Okay, how they are deposited. Here they are finding the fossil evidences, and here you can see the fossil evidences. Here also you can find the fossil evidences, and here also these are the diagrams showing the fossil evidences. Okay, and next here another evidences for evolution, that is comparative anatomy and morphology. Comparative anatomy and morphology. We know about the anatomy and morphology. Anatomy is nothing but study of internal structures, and morphology external structures. Okay, if we are studying about the internal structure of an organism, that is anatomy. If we are studying about the external features of an organism, that is morphology, either the plants or either the animals. And here uh, we have two main important examples here, two main important uh, concept about comparative anatomy and morphology. In this comparative anatomy and morphology, here they are going to be show similar, both similar and differences among the present day organisms and those existed long before. By doing this comparative anatomy and morphology, we can compare our ancestor and the modern organisms. We can compare with them. Okay, what are the organs are similar and dissimilar? What difference is there? What similarity is there? Okay, for example, you can take the heart, you can take the brain. What similarity we have? If you compare the heart of the fish and heart of the human, we'll find some comparisons. Differences are also there, similarities are also there. You can take the brain. Differences are also there, similarities are also there. Okay, by doing this comparison, we can say similarities and dissimilarities among the present day organisms, and also there exist those existed long before organisms also. We can compare with with all those. Okay, and among that, the first one, that is homology. First we should know about the what is homology. Okay, homology or homologous organs, we can say. Here we will study about the organs. Okay, homology means similarities. Okay, homology is similar, homo same, similarity. Homologous organs we are going to be study here. In your board exam they will ask the question, what are homologous organs? Give an example. What are homologous organs? Give an example. First listen here, we will study about the definition of homologous organs. Definition of homologous organs. Homologous organs are nothing but here they have same structure, okay, or similar structure or similar anatomy, but they are functionally differ. The homologous organs here, the organs having the organisms having similar structure, but functionally they are differ. Such organs we call it as a homologous organs. Functionally they are different. Please remember, functionally they are different, but structurally they are same. Okay, structurally they are same. Usually these homologous organs are example for divergent evolution. These are example for divergent evolution. Okay, example for divergent. For example, I will show here. I will show the important structures here. Okay, see here. These are the example for homologous organs. You can take the example here, the man, cheetah, whale, bat. For example, they given, and they have compared these all four limbs of man, four limbs of cheetah, four limbs of whale, four limbs of bat. Okay, four limbs of bat. If you take all these, four limbs of man contains the some bones. Humerus is there, radii is there, ulna is there, everything. Corpuscles, metacarpuscles. The same thing present in cheetah. The same thing present in whale. The same thing present in bat. Okay. Whatever the structures are present in the four limbs of human, the same structure present in cheetah, whale, and then bat. The same thing present in all those organisms. Okay, but function is different. Uh, Man's, we are using our four limbs for different functions. Cheetah using four limbs for running purpose, whale is using for swimming purpose, and bat is using for flying purpose. But the structure is same. Whatever the bones are present in the four limbs, they're all present same. The structure is same means the limbs are all present over there. Some variation in the morphology of these structures, that is other thing. But all bones are present here. The same bones are present in all the organisms, but the function is different. That is the homology. Okay, homologous organs means these are structurally similar but the functionally different, and this is the example for divergent evolution. Please remember, this is the example for divergent evolution. Please remember, don't forget it. Okay, divergent evolution. What is divergent evolution? I will tell you later. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, I think you understood about this, and this is given in your NCERT only. And here, next point, here you can see the homology is the relationship among the organs of different groups of organisms that shows similarities in the basic structure and embryonic development, but perform different functions. They will perform different functions over here. Next point, homology of the organs. Different of organisms indicate their common ancestors. Okay, they are indicating their common ancestors. The cheetah has the same structure in our in as in case of human. The same structure is present, and in cheetah also same, and in whale also same. It means we have similarities. We are not exactly similar, but some percent we are similar. It means we have relation with that. It means our some in some period we share the characters, and our ancestor is same. For cheetah and for human, the ancestor is same. For whale and human, the ancestor is same, because we are sharing some similar characters. Based on that we can say that. And here, homology found in bones of four limbs of whale, cheetah, birds, amphibians, and humans. They are similar basic anatomical structure, with bones of humerus is there, radius is there, ulna is there, corpuscles, metacarpuscles, phalanges. These are all present in all these organisms. Okay, these are all present in these all organisms. Okay, and for your board exam they'll ask the question, right? What are homologous organs? Give an example. You have to give the example of whale, cheetah, birds, amphibians, and humans. You can take, or rather along with that they given some example, that is a brain and heart. Brain and heart also they can take the example. Then along with along with plants are also they given here. The thorns of bougainvillea and then tendrils. Already you studied this in case of morphology of flowering plants. Okay, morphology of flowering plants. That is a modification of stem, modification of root, modification of leaves. Okay, those all things you studied in that. Here in the same thing they given here, the thorns of bougainvillea and then tendrils of cucurbita. Thorns of bougainvillea and then tendrils of cucurbita. You can write these examples also. Okay, and here one sentence they given here, the homology and our homologous organs are result of divergent evolution. That is the evolutionary process where the same structure develop along different directions due to adaptations for different needs. Okay, due to adaptations for different needs. Okay, students, listen here. Divergent evolution. Okay, that we will study here. That is divergent evolution. What is divergent evolution? For example, this is the ancestor. Here man you can take. cheetah you can take, I'm just giving an example, and here whale you can take, bat you can take. Okay, ancestor is same, they're all originated from a same point, they're all originated from a same ancestor, and they all diverse, they are all diverse. Okay, they are all diverse. The forelimb of man is same, forelimb of cheetah is same, forelimb of whale is same, forelimb of bat is same. Okay, and function is different, and the function is different, they are all diversed from same ancestor. According to their need, they're all diverse among themselves. Okay, this is the divergent evolution. This is the divergent evolution. Divergent evolution, homologous organs are the example for divergent evolution. Just you can remember HD. Okay, HD display, you can say that HD display, I think you heard in case of mobile and TV. Okay, HD, homologous organs is example for divergent evolution. Okay, these all organisms are diverged from a same ancestor. Okay, organisms are diverged from a same ancestor. This is the divergent evolution. Okay, this is the divergent evolution. Next, in analogous organs, we'll study about the analogous, and we study about the convergent evolution. At that time I will tell you. Here, this is the concept regarding divergent evolution. It means from a common ancestor, all the organisms according to their need, they are all diverged, they're all evoluted. Okay, the organs are same here, but they are performing different functions. Okay, this is the divergent evolution. Okay, and here diagram they given here, this is the example here, the tendrils, the thorns of bougainvillea and the tendrils of cucurbita. Here you can, origin is same, origin is same, they are originated from the same place, origin is same, but function is different here. Thorns mainly for the protection, and tendrils mainly for the climbing purpose. They originated from the same parts, they originated from the same parts. They are the modification of the stem, they are all modified stem. Okay, they are all modified stem, but they are performing different functions. Tendrils will help for the climbing purpose, thorns will help for the protection purpose. Okay, this is the concept about the homologous organs. This is about the homologous organs. Just remember the definition of homologous organs, and then along with that, examples. Okay, examples please remember. And for your NEET exam and CET exam, it is very important. Homologous and analogous organs are very important, please remember. 100% question will arise from this area. Okay, both in theory as well as for in uh, your competitive exam. Okay, please remember that. Okay, definition is very important. Definition also, please remember the definition, because among analogous organs and homologous organs you are going to be confused. Okay, don't get confused about that. Okay, be confident about your definition. Okay, that is the thing. This is about the comparative anatomy and morphology. Still, just we studied about homologous organs, and later in the next video lecture we'll study about analogous organs. Okay, and that we'll study about convergent evolution. And here divergent evolution is also very important. Please remember about the divergent evolution. Okay, divergent evolution, and along with that paleontological evidences, that also you have to remember. Okay, for exam purpose they will ask the question, write the paleontological evidences for evolution or fossil evidences for evolution. Okay, please remember that. Okay, in the next video lecture we'll move to the another comparative anatomy, that is analogous organs. Okay, or analogy, that we'll study in the next class. Okay, so today we'll studied about paleontological evidences. Okay, and then along with that comparative anatomy and morphology, in that homologous organs, definition of homologous organ, and then along with that examples for homologous organs. Okay, and in the next video lecture we'll begin with another one important concept, that is analogous organs. Okay, and we'll study about that also in the later classes. I think all of you understood about this concept. Okay, and if you have any doubt you can WhatsApp me, or otherwise you can make a comment in the comment box. Okay, thank you.